I don't want to watch this. Is there anything else on?
Time to get the best opinions in the podcast industry. It's the Reluctant Sports Fan.
Hi, Maria.
Hi.
We're all by ourselves today.
Yeah. Well,
because
we're used to that.
Yeah, we are. We actually are. Because our two co-hosts are just nowhere to be found. But we're just going to do this on our own. This is your Reluctant Sports Fan Swiftie Championship preview.
That's right.
That's right. You're very excited. I can see. I can see it on your face, even though nobody can see your face, or they will because we're going to put it out on a YouTube video. But
I'm very excited.
In super HD because we finally figured out how to do HD video. I can see that you're super excited.
Let's do this.
Okay. Did you watch the games last week?
I did.
You did?
Wait, I did.
You did?
I watched.
Which one did you watch? Because I know you didn't watch all four.
No. I watched the Lions game. Uh-huh. And I watched, I want to say the game after the Lions game. Oh, I watched the Buffalo game.
Yeah, and how did you feel when that kick sailed wide right?
Disappointed.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I was upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that really was.
I knew that was going to ruin me.
Yeah. Were you ready for that kick to go through and give you a chance?
Yeah.
What did you think of Jared Goff's game? Exactly. And that is why we have you here for that type of analysis. That is the analysis we like to have. So let's quickly recap, and then we will get your analysis of the championship game, which is really what people are here for.
That's what they're waiting for.
That's right. So you had Houston plus 9.5 against Baltimore. That was a terrible loss. You had Green Bay plus 9.5 against San Francisco, and you had Green Bay on the money line. And I'm telling you what, you were one defensive stop away from winning all three of those because you also had the under. But Green Bay just could not hold them on that last drive, and I know you were very disappointed in Green Bay's defense.
Yeah.
And you were very impressed with Brock Purdy.
Sure.
Yeah. What do you think Brock Purdy really showed that he could lead an offense?
Wait a minute.
To a championship on that last drive?
Was that the quarterback? Is that the quarterback?
Yeah, it is the quarterback. Yeah. 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 He really showed he wasn't a game manager. Really, he just showed he was a championship level quarterback.
Is he is he new? Is he young?
He's young,
okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You also had...
I've been listening to things.
You have been listening to things. You also had Detroit minus 6.5, which you won. And you had Buffalo minus 2.5, which just sailed wide right, which is a fantastic thing for it to sail. Just wide right is just a wide right for Buffalo and Florida State. Both warm my heart. They warm my heart in a cold environment as a Dolphins fan. So you also had, obviously you had Buffalo on the money line, which was a loss. You had Green Bay on the money line, which was a loss, but you had Baltimore and Detroit on the money line. You won 3 out of the 4 overs. You had Baltimore over, Green Bay under, which was a winner. You had Detroit under, which was a winner, which was the loser, I'm sorry. And Buffalo over, which was the winner. So 3-1 on the overs, on the totals, 2-2 on the money lines, and 2-2 on the spreads, which is very reasonable, very good. And I'll tell you what, you really held your own because of the experts from NFL.com, the against the spreads, 2-2, 2-2, 1-3, 2-2, 1-3. You were basically even with all of them. Or better.
Wow.
So, I mean, I can't fault you on that. The totals, you were better or even with all of them. You were 3-1. All of them were either 3-1, 2-2, or one was 0-4. Gennaro was 0-4. Where you really were not very good, although 2-2 is not bad, was picking the winners because everyone had San Francisco. And you didn't get San Francisco.
Right.
And most of them had Kansas City.
Right.
And so those two really hurt you. Everyone was either 3-1 or 4-0 on those.
Okay.
So, but I'll tell you what, overall,
yeah,
you're against the spread. You're not very good. You're about 3-7 against the spread. But the rest, You're 7-3 on totals, and you're 6-4 picking games straight up. You're 16-14 overall. You're only trailing Ali and Tom at 19-11. They're both 19-11, and only Brooke is also 16-14, which is what you're 16-14. You're ahead of the other two experts, Dan and Gennaro. For someone who really doesn't watch sports and doesn't watch football, that's really respectable.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
So here we are, Championship Sunday, for the right to go to the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Do we need a weather report? Do you want a weather report for Baltimore? Let's get a weather report real quick.
I like to look at weather.
Weather in Baltimore Sunday. Let's see what we got here. 47 degrees and rain for weather in Baltimore at 3 p.m. We've got Baltimore minus 3.5 points. The total is 44.5. So how do you think we're going to do here? You've got Patrick Mahomes trying to go back to another Super Bowl.
Right.
We got Lamar Jackson trying to go to his first Super Bowl redemption story. Nobody wanted this guy at the beginning of the season.
Right.
Because everybody thought he was hurt. He always throws up on himself in the playoffs. But you know what? Here he is in the AFC Championship. Give us your analysis of this game. What do you think?
Who do I think is going to win?
Give us, what do you think? What do you think about Baltimore's defense against this top-notch Kansas City offense who's been down this year? But do you think they've got enough firepower against this top Baltimore defense?
So I haven't been watching. I haven't been watching much, especially.
Okay, no, that's okay.
Especially Baltimore, but I want a part of me. I don't know why. See, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm moved to say this. I want Baltimore to win, but I think Kansas City's going to win.
Tell us why.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
It just.
Do you think Lamar? Because Kansas City's defense has been great all year. They've really been their strength has been carrying them because Kansas City's offense hasn't been what it was the last few years. The receivers are kind of letting Patrick Mahomes down. But their defense is their strength this year. But do you think Lamar Jackson and his offense can really break through and get him to the Super Bowl this year?
Well, no. Not if I think.
No, you don't think so.
No, I don't.
No.
I do
so you
not.
think that Taylor Swift travels? So that the Swifties are going to bring it home.
Yes.
All the way.
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be all the way. But, I mean, all the way to the Super Bowl, but
not to the Super Bowl win.
Right.
But at least to the Super Bowl.
I think so.
So you got KC beating Baltimore.
Yes.
Wow. All right. So KC plus 3.5. KC straight up. And it's 47 degrees and raining tomorrow at 3 p.m. in Baltimore. What do you have at 44.5? These are pretty good defenses, but, their offenses, they can play. You got two of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I'm going to say over.
You're going to say over. You're going to buck the trend. Over. All right. So let's see. Let's see what the experts say on NFL.com. All right. So all of them, except Ali, has Baltimore straight up. Ali has Kansas City. So the line is minus 3.5. We got Brooke, Dan, Gennaro. Brooke and Dan have Kansas City plus 3.5. Gennaro and Tom have the Ravens minus 3.5. And Ali has the under. Gennaro has the under. Tom has the under. Brooke and Dan both have the over. So it's 3-2 on the. It's pretty split.
We'll
so
see.
You're bucking the trend here.
Yeah.
This could really put you in a position to be against the experts. So you really believe in Patrick Mahomes here. Get to yet another Super Bowl.
Sure.
So this is going against the conspiracy here because the Super Bowl colors are red and purple. And the conspiracy is, you know about the conspiracy.
What are the colors? Why are the Super Bowl colors
the Super Bowl conspiracy colors, right? Have you heard about this?
What do you think? Do you think I've heard about this?
Okay, so the last 3 years, the Super Bowl has made their Super Bowl logo colors.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
And they've never done this before. So 2 years ago, it was red and yellow. And it turned out that the Bengals and the LA Rams were in the Super Bowl, and it was orange and yellow. And yellow was on the bottom, and the Rams won. The next year, which was last year, it was green and red. And the Eagles and the Chiefs made it, and the Chiefs were on the bottom, and they won. This year, it's red and purple, and Baltimore's on the bottom. So if it holds, then Baltimore and San Francisco will make it, and Baltimore will win. If this is all scripted, that's the Super Bowl conspiracy.
Wow.
So you believe that the Super Bowl conspiracy will not work this year, and the Kansas City Chiefs will make it?
That's correct.
Okay.
This is what we call coincidence.
There is another conspiracy going around that they're going to buck this Super Bowl logo trend because they want Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl because it brings more eyes. And there's more money in it. So there's two different conspiracies going around. And as a psychologist, what do you think of that?
It makes sense.
The conspiracy makes sense, or that people believe in the conspiracies?
Both. I mean, well, it makes sense that Kansas City, if they make it, there will be more eyes because of Taylor Swift.
That part does make sense, right?
Yes.
But the logo one,
no.
That doesn't make any sense. Okay. No. So we're going to agree with the conspiracy about Taylor Swift?
Yeah. But how is she, how is it, is it like energy or what?
She's the most popular artist in the world.
What's propelling them? What's propelling?
She's the most popular artist in the world.
Okay.
There are people that go to her concerts that can't get into her concerts, that stay outside of the venue and watch and sing her songs while she's in concert. They watch it on a screen. Thousands and thousands of people that can't get in.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's amazing.
Okay.
And so, did you hear about the Dolphins-Chiefs game that was on Peacock? So it was only available in Dade and Broward County. So we were able to watch it for free because we live in Broward County, and Dade County was able to watch it. So my sister, who was in Palm Beach County, was not able to watch it for free. So it was only in Dade and Broward. They had to, and everywhere else in the country, had to purchase it on Peacock, which is a streaming service. Right. You know about Peacock, of course. Sure, yeah. Peacock had the most subscriptions in their history that one night for that Dolphins game. And that night was the largest day that the internet ever had with people online, not just
watching
on
the
people.
game?
In general. The largest traffic on the internet ever.
Okay.
For that Dolphins-Chiefs game, which was a horrible game. And people think it was because people that never watch football were there not to watch the football game, but to watch cutaways of her reactions to the football games. And Taylor Swift was doing, what do they call that thing? God, now I'm dating myself. I'm so old. Swag surfing. You know what swag surfing is, of course. That's when they do this.
Okay.
Swag surfing.
Okay.
You want to do swag surfing with me? Come on, let's do swag surfing. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those.
Okay. I did swag surfing, so you're going to get to see that. Okay. So before we move on to the next game, we're gonna plug something here. It's not a sponsor. We don't have a sponsor.
Not yet?
No. Not yet.
I mean, I'm just being
we don't
hopeful.
have a sponsor.
I'm just being hopeful.
But we do want to plug something. The Florida Riptide is are they 11U?
12U.
They're a 12. They're a 12U baseball team, and they are going to Cooperstown for a tournament in June. And to help fund that trip, they are selling Super Bowl squares. And if you want to win real money, not by going along with Maria's picks, which we do not recommend.
Please don't do it.
But if you want to actually win real money by doing these Super Bowl squares.
Well, it's all real money, but this is an actual chance.
Yes, an actual chance to win real money. You can buy these squares, and it's basically you pick a square and you get assigned the numbers for the AFC and NFC game for the Super Bowl, not the championship games, it's for the Super Bowl. And after each quarter, you will get money based on the final score of each quarter, the second digit of each score. Those that know what Super Bowl squares are, this is redundant. You know what I'm talking about. For those that don't, I'm explaining it for them.
I think $250 after every quarter, but after the fourth quarter, it's $500.
Okay, so you get $250 if you win each quarter, and $500 if you win the final score at the end of the game. And each square is $25.
$25.
Okay. So if you want to do this, you go to superbowlsquares.org/FL That's spelled RIPTIDE /login. So it's superbowlsquares.org/FL/login. The username and password are both Riptide, all lowercase. And follow the instructions. It's real easy. And they would appreciate your support. So now moving on. Tomorrow, 6:30, the Detroit Lions. Big Cinderella story this year.
You
love a Cinderella story. At the San Francisco 49ers, Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, defense, offense, San Francisco -7 and 51.5. Now, everyone thinks that this is going to be a blowout, but, because of the line, and Detroit has been terrible for 70 years. But, Detroit was never supposed to be here, and here they are. So what is your analysis? What do you think? Does Detroit's offense have enough to get through San Francisco's defense?
I think they have just enough.
Just enough.
Yes.
Just enough offense. San Francisco's offense is pretty solid.
Yeah.
And Detroit's pass defense has been awful all year. So do you think they have enough to outscore them?
I think so. So I jumped in deep last week.
Is that you jumping in deep? This is you jumping. Let's do this together. This is you jumping in deep
with the Lions last week. And I'm staying.
You're staying.
I'm staying. I'm
so you're ride or die.
Yes.
You're ride or die with the Lions.
Yeah.
So you're picking the Lions?
I am.
You're picking them straight up.
What's the?
They're -7. Ooh. San Francisco's -7.
Oh, okay.
So you're taking them with the 7 points in San Francisco to win?
No, straight up.
You're ride or die.
Yeah.
Ride or die with the Lions.
Yeah.
Hear them roar.
I don't know.
One pride.
Yeah.
#one pride.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Let's go. Why not, right? All right. So +7 and Detroit. 51.5. So let's get the weather in San Francisco. Weather in San Francisco on Sunday. 65 and partly sunny. Very nice weather for offense. Weather. It's 51.5. It's a lot of points.
That is a lot of points.
You're thinking about this hard, aren't you?
You know what? I'm going to go over.
You're going to go over?
Yeah.
So over on both games, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Listen, when you're getting to these championship games, teams are good. I think there's scores.
There's good defenses
quarter.
Too, though.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Got to go with it, right?
Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of touchdowns. A lot of
touchdowns.
A lot of touchdowns.
That's a word. That's a word in football,
that's
right?
Word, okay.
That's a word in football, yeah. All right. Yeah. A lot of touchdowns. Okay. So we're going to go over. All righty. Recap. Kansas City +3.5. Kansas City straight up and over 44.5. Detroit +7 and over 51.5. And Detroit straight up. Let's see what the NFL insiders say. Oh, they've all got San Francisco straight up.
Aww.
Let's see. Under, over, and under. So most of them got the under, and they've got Detroit, and Detroit. So they've all got Detroit +7, but they all have San Francisco straight up.
Okay.
So huge upset picks for Maria tomorrow in the championship games. How confident do you think you are on this?
Oh, I'm not confident at all.
You're not confident at all?
Nope. No.
No.
That's why don't bet on me. No. I'm not confident.
You're not confident at all?
No. These are just my feelings. These are gut feelings.
So you're going with your gut?
Yeah. And it gives me something, it brings excitement. Now that I double down on the Lions,
but
it's going to be...
I thought this was based on hardcore NFL analysis from you watching and analyzing.
Yes.
Hardcore analysis.
Statistics.
Let's go with that.
Statistics.
But this is you poring over statistics over this week.
The whole
and,
week.
And analyzing and watching film. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're going to go with. Maria was watching film all week, and that's what she was doing. And this is her analysis, and that's what we're going with, people.
That's right.
All right. Well, this has been the Reluctant Sports Fans Swiftie Championship Preview, and we're going to see you with her in 2 weeks for the Super Bowl preview.
Wait, how do we prove that this is prior to the games?
Oh, we should do that, right?
We forgot to do that.
Yeah. This will come out before the games, so
okay.
that'll prove it, right?
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine.
All right, people. Next week is our 1-year anniversary on the Psych Effect podcast. Tune in. We'll be here.
That's so exciting.
It is very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You. 1 whole year. All right. Like, subscribe, all of those things you know how to do, and comment. Tell us what you think, and we'll see you in the next one.